Good evening, friends. The Honorable High Court of Allahabad, Justice J.J. Munir, while disposing the writ petition number 4533 by 2019 in the case of Mewalal versus State of UP and three others on 10/11/2020, held that the second-hand car owner, that means the person who purchased the car as a second-hand car should not be held liable for the offense committed by the first owner. So briefly, this is the case. Normally, such cases do come and be reported, and you will be coming across the same quite often. That's why this is an important case. Even though it is judgment is given by Allahabad High Court, we have to know such cases also. Right? Now let us discuss the case. So actually, this Mewalal, he is a retired government employee from the collectorate of Allahabad. Now we are calling it as Prayagraj. So he retired. After his retirement during the year 2017 on I will give you the date also. I think on 18/4/2017, he purchased a Grand i10, that is Hyundai mini car, hatchback we call it as. So from one Rachna Mohan, Madam Rachna Mohan, he purchased it for 2 lakhs, right? So he got the records from her. So since he is a government employee, retired employee, immediately on the same day, he applied for the transfer of his name, for the transfer of the name from Archana Mohan to him. On 18/4/2006, he applied according to section 50 of the Motor Vehicle Rules of UP, right? So there was insurance. Of course, he has taken an insurance policy from United India Insurance Company. Of course, this is valid from 10/3/2018 to 9/3/2019. Right. What happened is on 15/9/2018, while he was driving his motorcycle at about 5:45 p.m., the vehicle was stopped near the civil lines by SI Deenanath Yadav. SHO Deenanath Yadav and four other beat constables. They were checking the vehicles and they stopped the vehicle. So Mewalal told, and he produced all the records relating to the CBIC transfer, insurance, all these things. Of course, the allegation by Mewalal is even though he produced all the records, the SI wanted some illegal gratification. Since this man did not give the gratification, then he said he was seizing the vehicle. And he said, why are you seizing my vehicle? The SI said that this vehicle is suspectedly involved in crime number 682 by 2014. Please remember, 682 by 2014 registered under section 279 and 304A IPC of the same police station. You may be knowing, civil 279 means rash or negligent driving of the vehicle, 304A. If the rash or negligent driving of the vehicle results in the death of a person, here one person died. Death of a person is called 304A IPC. So he is suspecting that this vehicle has been involved. Immediately, Mewalal asked for a copy of the FIR. He asked the SI for a copy of the FIR to verify whether the number of the vehicle is there in the FIR or not. Of course, as usual, police say, no FIR, nothing, get out, we are seizing the vehicle, that's all. Of course, this man came, he approached the court, he applied for his copy application. Ultimately, he got a copy of the FIR in crime number 682 by 2014. Yeah, it relates to an accident where a single person died, and in the FIR, it was disclosed that vehicle number also given. A Pulsar vehicle has caused the accident as per the contents of the FIR. So then he applied before the magistrate court for the release of the vehicle under section 451 CRPC, you may be knowing. But basing on the police report, and also since the police are suspecting the same, of course they have fixed this vehicle in that case. So then the magistrate asked the release of the vehicle and directed the petitioner Mewalal to pay rupees 5 lakhs or to show bank guarantee for rupees 5 lakhs for the release of the vehicle, so that this amount so that this amount can be paid to the family of the victim as compensation. Right? So this is according to rule number 203 within brackets B and within brackets C of UPMB rules 1998. So actually rule number that 303 says the IO has to verify the records of the documents, he has to submit a report to the court, and he can import the documents and send a report to the police station, to the motor vehicles claims tribunal. Of course, that is all the procedural aspect. I think you know, right? Whenever the vehicle is seized, the IO is expected to verify all the documents and produce copies of the same to the court. Here it happened. So according to the police, not only the motorcycle but also the car is also involved in this accident, and they filed the affidavit of the wife of the deceased also. The matter has come. So the magistrate has agreed with the police version, and he said that this man has to pay 5 lakhs. Agreed by this order, definitely revision 397. So CRPC, they have gone for revision to the that is ADJ number 9, 9th ADJ Prayagraj has come. But ID also dismissed the petition stating that he has to pay 5 lakhs only. Ultimately, according to Article 227 of the Constitution of India, Mewalal filed a writ petition before the Honorable High Court of Allahabad, and Allahabad High Court has taken the copy of the FIR and they have perused the same. The slight reading of the cursory reading of the FIR indicates that there is no mention of the four-wheeler in the report. It is only two-wheeler. Of course, during the course of investigation, the police developed and stated that this vehicle has caused the accident, and 161 statement of wife of the victim was also prepared. All these things were filed before the court. But the Honorable High Court did not believe the version of the police. And here, of course, they did not discuss much about that. They said the incident took place in 2014. At that time, who was owner? Archana Mohan. Then, who has been the insurer? At the time, who is who has insured it? They are liable. If they insured it, the insurance company will come and indemnify. If not, the owner has to pay the money. In what way Mohan Mewalal is connected? This is the question. 100% correct question raised by the court. Yes, the Honorable High Court stated that both the lower court is in manifest error. They have definitely committed the error, asking him to pay the deposit 5 lakhs. In what way he is concerned? Actually, they are supposed to arrest that so-called Archita Mohan or somebody who sold the vehicle to him, because incident took place in 2014. Right? No doubt, they might have seized the vehicle since it is involved. After completing the inspection of the same, they should release the vehicle to the present owner, not to the original owner. Instead of taking action against that woman, they have seized the vehicle unnecessarily, and the magistrate also asked them to deposit 5 lakhs as a compensation. The tribunal will decide. If the insurance is there, okay, insurance company will pay. If not, the owner, Archita Mohan has to pay. In what way this man is committed? It is nothing but putting him to unnecessarily hurdle, trouble. A retired employee aged about 74 years. Don't cause much hindrance to him like that. The Honorable High Court has heavily come down on the lower courts. Please remember, this is a good judgment. Read it. It will be useful for your clients, even against when you have to argue against the police also, it will be good. Thank you.